Ayo.
feel like I'm open enough to talk to my friends about an insecurity, rather than what is the insecurity that I can't talk about my friends about, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I've been very fortunate enough, and I say fortunate because I still feel like people need to share emotions with people that they're close to, because that would actually make them kind of like, you know, the whole corny saying where people say like, you know, they're receiving their roses while they're alive. I feel like everyone, I don't want to say deserves to go through that, but if you're definitely going through a tough time, there's nothing better than to know the support you have while you're alive, rather than it turn into a situation where you pass and all of a sudden you get XYZ popping out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Like, where was you when I was here?
Exactly. So for me, it'll be more of a question to who's around me to make me feel insecure that I can't open up.
I think it was more the angle. I think when she said it, the reply she gave it, I think she meant more of the angle of kind of like, what is it personally that you're insecure about that could possibly hurt the people around you? So if it's something like maybe
Drinking, smoking,
something like that, because obviously people
how
that
they
care
are.
about you could probably think, oh,
Or
your
weight
health,
wise.
or weight wise, it can hurt. Even if if you're insecure about your weight, but you're maybe a parent, you're feeding your kids in the same way, it's harming their health. Maybe things like that. I think it's more so things like that.
I'll look more towards I'll say instead of insecure, I'll probably put like what I don't know, like say bad trait.
bad habits
or something. So for example, like myself, I know I'm stubborn. So in a relationship capacity with obviously a female, then that could hinder. And that also, so that could hinder a relationship because I'm being stubborn. Maybe you don't want to listen to what the other person wants to say and so on. So that could be a bad trait. Do you know what I mean? So that's one of the things I always say is more trait rather than insecure. Because there's nothing really I think of like.
Maybe insecure is not the right word.
No.
Some people insecure
could
about
definitely
something.
be it.
Yeah, of course. Everyone has
Even to what you're
insecurities.
saying in regards to a trait, that trait someone can still perceive that trait as an insecurity. Like you just said, like you being stubborn, that could be someone's insecurity because someone's not willing enough to realize the truth within how they act. You know, 100%. So that can still be insecurity.
Yeah, true.
So,
but you know, I don't look at it I just look at it as like it's a bad
that's
trait.
who you are.
Oh,
that's
okay.
who you are, and you know that sometimes can be detrimental.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between it being a bad trait and insecurity. Where an insecurity, you'd be embarrassed to admit that you're stubborn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I guess to put, I guess be more optimistic to what I said before, like. It would have to really touch you deep, because there's a lot of insecurities. Like man will probably say like for example today. So I was at my boys. My boy had like a little gathering between the groomsmen and the bridesmaids, which is where I was before I came here, and we had to do like a little thing where basically in the pairs that we're with for when. So when my boy and his fiance, obviously at the time they're gonna be husband and wife when they walk out, and we come out afterwards and blah blah blah. To get to know each other, we have to do like certain, I don't know, drills or exercises, I guess, to basically like get to know each other and like say 3 facts and blah blah blah. So one of the things that certain people kind of like had little debates about was where they said XYZ's an introvert. And everyone's like, bruv, you're joking, you're an extrovert. But then the person was like, if you put me in a situation where I'm around people I don't know,
then you can see that side.
You would
100%.
see that side of me, you know what I mean? So again, like relating back to your question, it could be down to a thing where that person may be in a situation where they might be around people that they don't know. To then have that insecurity.
But then I was asking you guys as a person, so I'm thinking, what is personally your insecurity?
It's hard to say, bro, because I'm fortunate, and that might be an insecurity in itself to kind of say that like I might be ignorant to tell everyone that I don't know or people that I don't know what my insecurities are. But I'm in a very fortunate situation to know that I can still open up to my boys. You know what I mean? And females for that matter as well. For people that, as long as I know they're close with me, and we've established a relationship where I know they won't take advantage of me, I've not necessarily been in that position to feel like I'm holding something back. You know what I mean? So again, it kind of goes down to what I was saying before, is who you're around to be able to express that. But again, I'm sure there'll be many things that people will kind of feel like, no matter what, like, yeah, cool, he's my boy. But if I tell him that, you know, I'm a bit 100%. Emotional, it might be, no, he might look at me in a certain way. And I just feel like, again, like, if you're in that position, it's almost like I'm giving advice as opposed to talking about personal experience.
This is why I said personally, because it's like,
it's hard.
You've made
because
it
again, I'm
personal.
fortunate, bro. I can sit here and tell people, like, no banter, jokes aside, I'm fortunate. Like, I've been in situations where man shed tears in front of my boys, and they'd still open arms around me. You know what I mean?
Still, because you're looking at it from that angle, but it's like we're not perfect. None of us are.
No,
perfect,
of course, bro. But so again,
what's your personal insecurities then that affects people around you?
A personal insecurity of mine is not knowing where we're going next or where I'm going next. Like not having sense of direction of like where things are going. And it can come across quite annoying, like to people around me kind of thing, when I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what's this? Like, but what's the next step? Like, what's this? And I'm one of them people that's always like, no, but have you got this in play? And someone might think, bro, I haven't even, bro, it's just an idea or it's not. And I'm questioning about the other things to know the direction, because I'm someone that likes to know where is this going, like where is the direction. But it's like, I don't know, it could be an insecurity, because some people's approach is way more freer. Some people don't really care about it. Some people will go into certain things, certain situations, and they don't really kind of care, and they let things blossom how they blossom. But for me, I like to know, like I really like to know, and it could be, it could hinder a lot of stuff. Yeah, it could hinder a lot of stuff, because I'm always trying to know, like, oh, okay, where's this? Where's that gonna go? Like, it could be unhealthy. That's my personal. That's
you know what? And you know what? We do the jazz hands for opening up to that, because really and truly, that's a big thing there in itself.
Yeah. That's one.
I'm even trying to now think, since you've opened the discussion, I'm even trying to think as well, bro. Yeah. I wouldn't really call it, but I wouldn't really call it an insecurity. I don't know. You guys, I guess you can tell me if it's insecurity, but I guess it's just kind of elaborating on what you said, but more so from a place where, does your ambitions align, or do you feel like you've got the same confidence to elevate yourself in the same place where I want to elevate myself? So is that more so for me? So the insecurity there will be more so like, I don't want to say trust, but it's the conviction of people around me to know, okay, cool, we're gonna get to where we actually been talking about all this time. So sometimes if I'm to express that to someone, would they feel a type of way to be like, wow, but you're on that journey already? Like, well, you don't think I'm on that as well? Or you don't think I'm doing my thing?
What do you mean in terms of like the people around you?
Yeah, but almost because that's what the question was all about, right? Okay. To basically have an insecurity about people that you're currently around. Okay, so I guess it would just be more, an insecurity would be almost like a doubt within people that are around me. Yeah.
A doubt of them to basically be like on the same kind of journey
on the same journey where we're looking to go to. Yeah, like in the next 2, 3, 4. Because the way I have epiphanies, like, are we all having the same epiphanies? Are we all having the same aspirations? Like, and not to say like us doing podcasts here is going to be the end all be all, or to say that if we do podcasts in Dubai, it's a step forward. No, but it's still an experience of some sort of elevation. So where we're all in a place where we can go to Dubai and have the podcast. You know what I mean? So it's just little things like that where I guess maybe
so like an insecurity of if you've got the right people around you kind of thing. Or if the people around
me are the right
thinking.
Yeah, the same way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess to some extent, yeah.
Okay. How is that hurtful though? How is it hurtful?
Because
for
that
them?
person may not feel like they've not shown that, or they're not in that same light. Like, what are you talking about?
Hmm.
I'm only around you because of that situation. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Because something could feel a type of way. Because really and truly, it's all well and good that you're talking about it, but actually doing it, it's a whole different story.
Mm.
You know?
You know what's so funny about that? Glody, no names mentioned,
Oh yeah, I knew.
but we both know someone
I knew it.
who we thought, oh, and they've got a totally different approach compared to how I reckon you said share the same approach as me and Glody, like to certain things. Like you like to attack things with a certain intensity. Like it's not too, you don't leave things too freely, kind of thing. You're kind of intense, like
Straight
with
to the point.
yeah. But other, as I said, other people have got different approaches. People are more freer about things, and me and Glody at one point was worried about this person, and this person's in the crew of ours, like he's part of the team, and like at one point we was thinking he's not pushing himself enough, like he's not like, and we was getting worried to the point where it was like, this person's not we know this person's potential,
Huge potential.
and we felt like the approach that he's taken is almost like doing himself a disservice for other people, even how they look at him reputation wise, because you could just look at like, this person's not really on nothing, and then it's like the respect starts to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're not serious. Or
And
whatnot.
then I think though now, because things have started to change,
Yeah.
like, and obviously
But
started.
still though, yeah, things are definitely starting to change. But however, still though, it's like, you see us, man. Yeah, the reason why we do what we do and how we actually connect, and like obviously we're able to come to a similar thought process, because we're one of those people where if we're in a certain situation, we're like, okay, cool, I'm in this situation. It's not the best situation, but I need to get out of this situation. This person will just look in one way, like they just want to do it in this way, rather than also we'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, just to get out of this situation. Or that person don't want to get out of that situation. They want to get out in their
this
way,
particular
in this
way.
particular way. But that way there, it's not a way where it's like, brother, like for what you're trying to do, one, you're not even moving like that, and two, it requires for you to start doing certain extra things when you could easily, there's opportunities around you that you just don't want to take them.
It's almost like they're trying to get out of it too smoothly.
Yeah.
Like I have a Frank Sinatra kind of way of like, hey, I'm the one that escaped kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, you don't want to do the hustle and raw bustle. Like, you've got a situation that you can escape. You've got these options, which some of them, a lot of them, the options are not smooth, but they will solve the you know, situation
I
kind of thing.
I took them options and I came out of it, and I am the way I am now. But however, for them, they want to go that other option because they worry too much of like some sort of reputation. But what they're forgetting is this reputation that they think they have, they don't have it anymore, or they're losing it.
Okay.
They're losing it because you know what? Yeah, after a while, unfortunately, everyone sees everything.
Yeah, but you know what? Things like that sometimes it's.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone sees every. If people could see like, okay, cool. You know what? You're not really what you say you are.
But this is where it's like playing devil's advocate. Sometimes it's. Man, it's. So like I'm in a current situation where the person who I'm currently not talking to, for why they're acting the way they are, justifies their actions. Who am I now to tell them that is wrong? If for their mind, it feels like they're right in their situation. Now,
Okay.
if that takes us to a place where we can then, sorry, not coincide. No, coincide is the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? If it takes us to a place where we can now get together and move forward, really and truly, would I still be in spite of that person having that reason that justified their actions back then to still, not necessarily haunt me, but to still cloud my judgment of that person now, doesn't matter. Now, that person can still think for what I'm doing, like Wenger. And I'm sorry to go back to football because some people may not know what I'm talking about. But basically, I'm an Arsenal fan. And we had a manager that was incredibly ignorant to think he can win the league with the current crop of players that he had because he had faith in their talent. And it cost him at the end of the day because it didn't work out. But let's say in an ideal world of this person's world, not necessarily the real world, but in this person's world, if he had gone out and won the league with the players that he had at that time, bro, we're not talking about this conversation.
The conversation's eradicated. It's very
So
true.
this is the situation that person might be in.
But
It
there's
might
one
be in
key-
where it's like, I'm being
But
the
there's
way
one-
I am because
but
I
there- but
know
there's
this is
one
going to
key
work.
thing- But there's one key thing there's actually a couple of key things in it.
Yeah.
In that situation of Arsene Wenger, at least he was trying to make moves.
Bro,
To
was
do,
he?
hold on,
Was
no,
he,
but at least
bro?
no, but come on, bro. Even though
Was he?
but even though he's buying these type of players, whatever, he's trying to make moves, and
Was
but this
he?
person,
Xhaka. He brought Granit Xhaka. And this guy still playing to this day. But anyway, that's another podcast.
this person, is not even like one thing is the one thing I say, me and Andrew also all the time. I hate people who complain, bro.
Okay.
As it's a person who's complaining about certain things, but
And they're still not doing that.
Just
yeah,
do
but it's
something
like
about
your
it.
way that you're trying to do things, it's not
Yeah.
working. But
Yeah.
you're still complaining.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're still complaining.
But
like,
this is where, again,
then
it
it's
goes
like
back
you're-
to what I was saying before because I'm using Wenger as an example. But again, like, he was that adamant that no
it's
matter
talent.
no matter what was coming my way, the way I'm thinking is gonna work. And that level of conviction,
But that
unfortunately,
person's
sometimes
not, that person's not
people can't
thinking like that,
penetrate,
bro.
bro.
This is not about this is not about
the conviction
the
of what
conviction of what that person. That person is basically just moaning, complaining, and then it's like,
But you know what?
and it's like, they
Sometimes-
start, and it's like you're not even trying to even make like. I would understand if this is your thought process and you're trying to like achieve this thought process. Like you're trying to work your way, even though may not be successful, but at least you're trying.
Bro,
Hold on. At
unless-
least
yeah.
at least you're trying. This person's not even trying.
bro.
You know what? I get what you're saying, but I also what you're saying, I feel like there's
Because
there's
there would
that
have
side.
to be an example for them
Yeah.
that makes them so convinced that what they're doing will work.
Bro, the only reason why
It's
the
almost
wa-
like
100%.
flying, for
the
example.
only reason why they will do his work is because there is so many things. There's so many things around them that once one thing pops,
It works.
no, but it's not gonna pop because of them. It just
It pops.
it pops. But,
But that's
I'm saying,
enough
but
of a
they're not even the
connection for
main. But they're not even the main person of what it
100%.
pops.
Driving
But they're
the
like,
force,
they're just
I
riding
can
the
believe
pop.
I can believe in flying because I've seen it in Marvel films. No one's gonna tell me any different. For as long as there's Marvel films that still show men that are flying, I think I can fly, bro.
Yeah, but as soon as the day you fly, did you fly because you was on a plane, or did you fly or out of your own will?
Bro, I'm still gonna think I flew.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying to you. This is why the
Bro. But
person.
sometimes, some people
So-
can really think that way. Now, with that being said, are you gonna still get onto that person if they fly, regardless of how?
So
this
are
is
you
the thing?
basically
But-
saying
but
this person
this is
has
the thing.
insecurities without realizing that is affecting you because you can see their potential?
No, this person.
Because the whole thing was what insecurities are
So
affecting people around you. So
the reason, because I stemmed off of what Luther said before, because we asked the question originally, but then Luther said something, and then it kind of got into that kind of topic because it was like, we've had this combo, bloody, we've had this
Plenty of
combo,
times.
and I think I've even probably tried to have this combo with this person as well.
But it's a
But
sticky one.
it is definitely a sticky one. It's just like
Because it's like if you have this convo potentially,
and it's a way of thinking as well, because it's like we said, someone could be so tunnel visioned that they have this way that they believe.
yes, Andrew.
It's not indirect. It's like,
Sometimes.
but do you really think it's a I don't know is a thought process or is it laziness?
it could be.
Yeah,
There could be
comes
elements
down-
of. There could be elements
Could
of.
be their own
laziness of both.
insecurities as
Yeah.
well.
Because to
Maybe
me,
it's both.
because those, to me, it's like
I
okay,
see elements like what you're saying. I saw elements of laziness, but then it could be because we saw the can open, bro, and we was like, bro, the can's open. Let's get another. Like, you should like try and, but there could be elements for why that laziness is that way, and the approach why they've taken that approach.
Yeah, but do you know what makes it annoying is because it's like you're complaining.
Yeah. This is the
This
thing.
is why
That's
this
what
is,
makes
this
it
is why I
annoying.
find it very
Yeah.
hard for me to understand someone's point of view when it's like, yo, brother, like,
Just do something about it.
yeah, like you're
Yeah,
complaining,
yeah,
like
yeah.
even
Yeah.
do anything.
But that's why I say
even
what I
do
was saying before,
anything,
bro.
Even just do anything, like
Mm.
at least like you said about flying, yeah. If you're like if you're trying to fly and you don't succeed in flying, at least I can rate you try to fly.
Yeah.
Rather
The
than you
person
moaning
not
like,
even
oh, I
trying to
can't
fly.
fly. Yeah, I can't.
Without
why can't
even
I fly?
trying.
I hear
Do
you,
you know what I mean?
okay. But this is
what
what I'm
makes it
saying
difficult
back
for me
to
to
before.
understand it.
That person might be in, I don't want to say a rabbit hole, but might be in a place where they really think that what they're doing now justifies why they're acting. And some people find seldom in that. I was having a conversation with my Uber driver before I even got to you lot. And we were literally talking about how the pandemic has really changed people's mentalities, bro.
100%.
Some people are happy to be in lockdown, bro.
Yeah.
Some people are happy to
They
be in
wanna be
lockdown
in their
because
own
it means that
space,
it
in their
doesn't
house.
force them to actually
Yeah.
to show a character that they're not confident in, bro.
Mm.
So some people would justify that in being like, brother, I'm happy to stay indoors. Working
Yeah.
from home, perfect. I don't
Yep.
need to mingle with this guy no more. I don't need to see this person no more. I need to go out for clients no more, whatever that might be. So you got to understand that sometimes as well, bro, for how someone is, and it's hard because I can imagine you lot are talking from a place where this person's obviously, it means a lot to you lot. So you're still trying to compromise in a way where you're making it kind of beneficial for the person as you are for yourself, because you can only see, let me say this again. You can only want the best for that person as much as you want for yourself, 100%. But again, you have to really understand or try to get that person to at least open up to why they are where they're thinking, bro. Because really and truly, that's the only way you're going to move forward.
I feel you, but you're so mad about this. If we bring up this conversation to the person,
But
I
then they
personally
have
feel
to,
like, yeah,
you know what? They have to
the
hear it.
team-
Because
the
for me,
team-
bro,
the
if they
team
know
might be-
you, they know me, innit? And if we all know each other,
Oh, God.
we can all come from a place where we can sit down and have that conversation, bro. Because we're not going to try and have a...
Ooh, that's a big boy conversation.
No, but we're not. But we're not having that conversation.
Do you know what it is? Do you know why this
Yeah.
conversation?
I'm not having a conversation with you to get onto
No,
you,
no,
bro.
hold on. But you know why this conversation is also a bit peaky? It's because, yeah, like...
No, we're not having a conversation
you see,
to get onto people.
you see with individual man them, yeah, you all know how you guys take information. Like you, man, like you and Andrew can tell me anything about me. Like, I didn't like the way you did this. Oh, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm willing to take that information of people
Yeah.
criticizing me, knowing what, because these are my brothers. So, well, like me, if someone's family to me and they're criticizing me, and I know this is a genuine person, I don't take it as bad thing.
Insult
I take
or
it more of like,
whatever.
I need to
Yeah.
actually listen to this. Do you know what I mean? But in this person, they'll take it like, they wouldn't come across that way. They'll take it like,
You're coming at me.
yeah,
like, why
yeah,
you-
yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it's like, and they don't want to
More
take
an
it, look at it
emotional
more as
way.
excuses, and all of a sudden, it's to change the whole dynamic of everything when it doesn't. Where it doesn't need to
Have
be
you
like
tried though? How do you know that's how they're gonna perceive it?
because you talk to this person. When you talk to this person, you know their faults. You talk to them deep. You know their faults. You know this. You know that.
Yeah.
So it's like you know how they are when they take certain information. You even know where they are when you're debating. It's like, ooh, when you debate, you like to take things like this. Also, you know when you know, you know.
You know what? This is where
Yeah.
sometimes, bro, we have to all come out of our comfort zone. And you never know until you know, innit? So you have that conversation, go from there, bro.
very
The
true.
same
Do you
way
know
I
what
was
I
saying
feel like?
before.
Yeah, me and Andrew after this, yeah, we're gonna tell you the person, and I feel like you need to start a conversation.
We have that talk. Because at the end of the day, listen.
I'm not
we-
gonna lie.
Oh God.
Bro, we have to have that talk. Because at the end of the day, bro, like I said to you,
Mad.
and I said this on camera, bro. I've cried in front of you, man, bro. And I won't be able to do that unless I felt like I can.
Yeah.
Cause you're a different nigga.
No, bro, but it's based on you, man. Bro, if I feel like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be in that emotional state, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Now that's a whole nother conversation to why. Then I have to sit there and tell you, man, why. Then you're gonna sit me and you're gonna look at me and be like, bruv, what made you think that way? And again, that opens up a whole nother can of worms. But you know what? It's best that we see the worms that are out there, so then we can scoop them up and put in the can. So now we know what worms are in that can, bro.
it's so hard.
But people
It's
don't want to
so-
talk about that. People just want to see, oh, you know what? Open a can of worms. I couldn't care what kind of worms in there.
I feel you. Do you know what it is? Yeah, but you see with this,
And that's this
person,
day and age,
you
bro.
just see
People
with
don't want to know what's in the can, bro.
I know
They need
exactly.
to find
but
out what's in that
but
can.
you see that person, yeah. Even if they know, they know what's in the can because we've
Nah, bro.
bro.
You know what?
Me and Andrew have indirectly told them what's in the can.
Indirectly.
But I mean, no, indirectly.
Hey yo.